Alright, we are at September the 30th, 2023. Now, I've made some videos on the Millennium T100 aluminum tripod stand. And by the way, I did sit in it last night. The mosquitoes were pretty bad. They bothered me some. I was real tired. And honestly, I was kind of miserable. And I had been working with the excavator near there, and I don't think the deer were about to come out until things quieted down. So basically, at least I broke the ice, and that was my first sit. Now I've brought the South Texas tripod stand, which is another version of a tripod stand, and I'm going to set it up here for you and show you. Now, I'm not a weak person, and I'm not real strong, and I'm 72 years old. I carried this in on my shoulder about 100 yards without putting it down. So you can put it on your shoulder. Now the seat wasn't on it. The seat's right there. So you can carry it. Okay, now I'm going to set it up. I'm in a thicket here. This is a place where you wouldn't ever voluntarily walk through. So I'm going to set it up in here. It's about 20 yards that way to where the deer might walk. 10 to 20 yards all around, which is an acceptable shot. I will clear some shooting lanes, but I want it thick. I don't want them to see me sitting in here. All right, let me just put it up. Basically, this is how it's done. Stand it up. Now there are steps on this leg right here. I'm planning to come in from right there, so that's where I want my steps to be, which is this. So you just pull out, kind of keep it balanced, and just slowly but surely open the tripod. There, that's where I was coming in. And now, as far as the problem with this thing not being that high, you have to choose where you're going to put it in a sneaky place. You're not going to set this out in the middle of a big pine tree place with grown pine trees. You'll stick out like a sore thumb. And I don't care how high you get, you got a problem with deer smelling you. So the wind direction, the prevailing wind direction here is that way, north. So I'm feeling like they're going to be coming all out in here. Sometimes it'll be blowing the other way, but most of the time I've got deer tracks around here like crazy. They're walking all around and through here. There's no point in having this right here. I don't think this will help anything. I'm going to cut that down because it's in my way. These things, these have rubber stoppers on the bottom. And this is steel. This is not aluminum. It's relatively flat here, so there's not going to be any need to do any kind of moving the legs up or down. But you can put something under one of them, a board or something, if you need it. That's about 6 feet. And then go another 1.5 feet, 7.5 feet where you're sitting. And I'm going to cut this off because I have a feeling I'll trip over it. there's a good bit of... I did shoot 2 deer from this stand last year with a crossbow. One of them was pretty far, maybe 25 or 30 yards. And the other one was pretty close. Probably. Okay. Probably 10 yards. Recovered both of them. But I'm planning to use the longbow this year. But if they get where they won't come around close enough, I'm having to... But see, this place here that I'm cleaning up, this will be here. I might move this somewhere else, but I can always come back here once I've cleaned it up and all. This is a little dangerous right here. So then, okay, I'm looking here. I can see I can clear out a shooting lane right there. I can clear out a shooting lane right there. I've got a shooting lane right here. So other than, and I can clear out one behind it. Remember, this has got 360-degree rotation around it. So now it's very steady, okay? Now I'm going to get the art. There's a rule when you're climbing one of these things or anything. They call it the 3-point rule. And that is, you need to have 3 points of contact. Now this way I've got 2 feet and 2 hands. That's 4 points. Okay, so I'm going down. Now I've got 3. 2 hands and 1 foot. Now if I do this like this, that's just 2 points. So I want to make sure I'm having to move my foot. That's your 3-point contact. It's a lot safer. A lot safer. This is very steady. It does not feel like it's going to fall at all. You're going to get one of these things right here. You're going to pay $500 with shipping from where they make it in South Texas. Might be more now, I don't know. Okay, now I'm going to put the seat up there. I don't think it's the height. The wind has a lot to do with it. And guys like to get on the pine trees around here in saddles and climbing stands and all. And because there's no cover up there, it's just a pine tree and it's just open, they have to get pretty high because they look like a lump on the side of the pine tree. But with this kind of thing here, you're not going to have to get that high. I am hidden. Now it is slanting that way slightly, but that's not enough to bother me. I could bring a piece of treated 1x6 here and stick up under that one, and I might do it. Okay. All right, this is called, here's the thing right here. Right there. South Texas. There's their phone number. Okay. Now it comes with a shooting rail and some other stuff, but for bow hunting, that was all in my way. I took it off. So I'm just sitting in the boat seat. That's really what it is a boat seat, I think. Show you how it's built under there. It's steady. Sturdy, I mean. Now if I was doing this with my helper, I can do it without climbing up. I believe I can reach it. Now you got to watch out for this falling on your hand right here. Okay, I'm gonna let it go. There we go. Okay. That's in my way right there. A good bit of cleaning up. Now I'm going to get up in it now. And then I'll cut this off. And I'm going to try. Now we're 2 weeks into the bow season here. But here in South Georgia, they started the bow season as back in the 60s and all. But they just, the real hunting season here is not now. It's beginning to get there, but the bow and arrow hunters were given the worst time of the year. It's still hot down here. We just had to take what they give us, you know. All right, 3-point rule. All right, now I think you lock your seat down. Okay, you'll have to do it the way you learned. They say don't climb on this right here. It's steady enough for me. I'm not really huge. A really big guy might bend that, I don't know. But I cock it at about 30 degrees and then I tighten the seat up so that when I do get in it, it won't. 3-point rule. I think that I can't remember now since last year. Let me try it on the other side. Maybe I got it parked and going the wrong way. Tighten it up good. Maybe this is it right here. I don't know. They say not to stand on this, but like I said, I'm not a huge person. I can't remember how I did it from last year, but I know why it was hard. Because this side is slanted down. I need to jack that up just a little bit with bring a 1x6 or a 2x6 and put it up under there. Okay, now got to hold on good now. I don't have gorilla arms, so I have to. There's the thing. I'm gonna undo it so that the seat will turn. Yeah, I do need to bring something, see, because I'm leaning back here because that's lower. Now I could dig these 2 front feet into the ground. That would bring me right, but I'd rather not get any lower. I got a shooting lane right there, 10 yards. I got another one right here. Now you see, the bushes are all, they're not going to see you up here. And all you're doing is shooting over it. You see, you'll have to do, right there I've got a shooting lane. It's not cleared out. I'll never get through this. That's 10 yards of thick stuff, but I don't mind having that. Yeah, I got to bring this up. And there's another shooting lane, and then I can shoot there. All right, that's the Texas tripod, South Texas tripod stand. I know you can shoot a deer from this height because I shot 2 last year from the height. And one of them, the first one I shot, I wasn't particularly in a brushy place. I might have had a few things coming up, but that deer walked up and never had a clue that I was sitting that close. She's busy looking for food. Okay. Now, I would be slack if I did not tell you the real meaning of my videos, and that is to declare the name of Yeshua the Messiah before men. I am a follower of Jesus. He said he wanted us to declare his name before men. A certain number of human beings out there are his sheep, and we help him call those sheep so that they may have eternal life. Jesus said, I am the way, that is the highway, I am the truth, and I am the life, that is eternal life. Jesus is the truth. When Pilate asked Jesus, what is truth? Jesus didn't answer him, because Jesus is the truth. He's not just telling the truth, he is the truth. I am the way, I am the truth. It wasn't I'm telling you the truth, he is the truth. And I am the life, that is eternal life. That's a pretty big claim right there. If you have any inclination to move towards Jesus, I'm going to call you today. Today is the day. Say, yes, Jesus, I believe you. I believe you can give me eternal life. I'm ready to follow you. Please save me and bring your Spirit into me so that I can amend my life. So that I can amend my life. Let me get this out of the way. To be more like you. If you don't know Jesus and you want to know more about him, it's in the Bible. First-hand accounts. The Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These were people that knew him and that told the story. He can give you eternal life. Calling you again. Today's the day. And if you don't come today, maybe the words that Jesus has put in my mouth may help you to do it at some later date. All right, this is Gardner Israel signing off.